Hey, John. There we go. Boom. Excellent. And we are live. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to a very special edition of Top 5 on the People's Podcast this evening. We have 3 recurring guests, magnificent guests with us tonight, and we're ready to have some fun. Let everybody know your list. The topics are top 5 actors who can play hero or villain, top 5 polarizing athletes, and top 5 artists who other artists are afraid to diss. First of all, we started off with Sister Mariah. Sister Mariah, say what's up to everybody.
What's up, everybody? Assalamu alaikum.
Been a minute. Sister Mariah's back. Everybody, the streets was wondering where's Sister Mariah. Did she just disappear? So it's good. Naima says peace, family. Peace, Naima. Next, we have always holding it down on the West Coast. Ronald, please say what's up to everybody, bro.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Y'all know what time it is. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. All right, and legendary recurring guest panelist, none other than Yahweh himself. Yahweh, say what's up to everybody.
I like that, Josh. Legendary. I like that.
Yeah, legendary. You know what I'm saying? We hold it down.
What's going on? Let's get this thing started.
I'm glad to have everybody back. Shout out to our YouTube family too, just off the rip. So, because they, people putting the list in and all that. All right, let's go. We starting with Sister Mariah. Top 5 actors who can play hero and/or villain. Let's get to it. Who you got? City 48. Let's see who you got. Number 5. What you got?
I don't, and I'm gonna say this first. I don't care nothing about what y'all think about my list. I feel really good about my list.
Let's hear it.
So, my number 5 is Bryan Cranston. Mainly because of what I've seen of him in Breaking Bad. When he gave the line, "I am the one that knocks," that's it.
That's right.
It'll be on the top 5 list after that.
Okay, so that's good. Shout out to, of course that, but I know him from Malcolm in the Middle. That's how you know what I'm saying. So to see him be funny and then be serious, he's a great actor for sure.
Yeah, all right, Ronald, number 5 gonna beat that.
Ronald, who you got for number
5? My number 5, I don't know if he's ever really been a hero. He's just always a good guy. So to see him be the villain, kind of like, was both of it, and that's James Earl Jones. And I don't know if we ever seen him be the villain, but between Mustafa and Darth Vader, you know what I'm saying? You think of James Earl Jones, he's narrating, he's the voice of God at times, and then all of a sudden he's a bad guy. So, I just had to go ahead and...
That's a good one, bro. Yeah, shout out to the parents are coming to America. Him being a dad. That's always singing, man, too. All right, Yahweh.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, he was the king. He was a
villain on Coming to America.
Or is he just hating on it? He's hating on his son the whole time. Yahweh, who you got for number 5?
Josh, you'll appreciate this answer. I got Margaret Robbie at number 5.
Hey, she on my list.
Just because, just the range, being able to playing Barbie to Tanya Harding to Harley Quinn. So, I give her that. I think she's the only woman that made my list, though. So I couldn't think of no other women at all.
Since Mariah got the sisters lined up, you already know she got.
I actually don't have any women on this list.
It's difficult.
All right, my number 5 is Jeffrey Wright. So I don't know if y'all watch Boardwalk Empire. He was on Cadillac Records. He just was in an Oscar-nominated movie that just came out that they won an Oscar for. I'm talking about Jeffrey Wright.
Big nose dude.
Light-skinned dude with he played in the Hunger Games. Y'all ain't see him? But anyway, the man got range. The man has range. Listen, on Boardwalk Empire, that black man, he was intelligent. He could be a killer. On he's a Cadillac Records, he's the main one who was he was married to.
Oh, he was Muddy Waters.
Yeah. Okay,
okay.
He can play everything.
Well, Josh, I'm just glad you got a black man on your list, man. That's growth and development right there.
There it is.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I definitely didn't think he was a black man until you said it. I was like, well, wait a minute.
Naima said the main character from Black Fiction, and he was the bad guy on Shaft. Exactly, he does a good job. Yeah, Black Fiction. I'm telling y'all, go see that movie. But if y'all watch Boardwalk Empire. The way that made, but Hunger Games, he got range, man. He's very intelligent, and I appreciate it. All right, let's let everybody know what y'all list is, who's watching. Sister Mariah, number 4. Who do you have?
So my brother gave me Damson Idris from Snowfall.
Okay.
So I felt good
I ain't
about
never
it.
seen him play a good guy though. You just choose a Sister Mariah. That's okay.
It said, but you said a hero or villain. So where about your own list?
Wait. We supposed to be doing the top 5 heroes are villains or one that can do both?
That's what I thought.
One that can do both.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, I feel like
Sister
both
Mariah,
people I said could do
just a little
both.
minute ago.
I stand by it too. I feel like they can do both.
I think he can do both. We haven't seen him necessarily do both, but I think he can do both. You know what I'm saying? But it depends how y'all look at it. Franklin Saint might be a hero or something. You know what I'm saying? The brother made it out. You know what I mean? We tried to make it out. He was putting them on for the hood or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I got you, Jack.
Yeah.
I would have went with his mama. She was a villain to me. You know what I'm saying? You would have picked his mama on the show. It would have worked.
All right. Rhino, what you got for number 4?
Before I drop number 4, can I just give an honorable mention to the great Luther Vandross? If it wasn't for his incredible acting in Meteor Man, we wouldn't have had a bad guy in that movie. You know what I'm saying? So I really try to squeeze him in there, but I just, you know what I'm saying, he ain't got enough acting chops on the positive side.
Yeah, definitely.
But my man Michael B. Jordan, the ladies love him. Killmonger came through and did his thing. I kind of felt like Killmonger was the right guy in Black Panther, but then he definitely was the villain in number 2. So, I figured he fit that slot pretty well.
Listen, Michael B. Jordan's a good one. I think if you take him out of Black Panther, I never see it again. So, you know what I'm saying? He was definitely I rooted for him the whole time. I'm like, I don't know where everybody talking about. Yes. Brother Frank says that's a good one. Thank you for watching, Brother Frank.
Brother Frank.
Yahweh, what you got for number 4? Who do you have for number 4?
Number 4, I got a very underrated one. I got Wood Harris. Wood Harris can play just about any role that you give him. I would want him to play in some higher budget movies, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Chicago's on. You can't go wrong. He's always going. Most people know him for Paid in Full, but every time I see him as Julius. I remember the Titans. That's just what I see him at.
Every time I see him, I think of Julius.
Yeah. I'm just like, so when he does BMF, other stuff, I'll be like, stop that.
And when they got him off of there, it just got even worse. It's like,
I'm just like, nah, bro. But he was so good at with Tupac, the basketball movie. Where he
Above the Rim.
Above the Rim, you know what I'm saying?
Above the Rim, The Wire.
Yeah, he's good. He's
the
good.
Temptations, not the Temptations, but the New Edition movie.
New Edition, yeah, he's good. He's good. All right, my number 4 is Margot Robbie, of course, because Harley Quinn had every woman dressing like that for, for 2 years straight. I, Tanya, but then Barbie. And then, but the number 1 movie I like her in is The Wolf of Wall Street. So like she's got range. She be good or bad, hero or villain. Yeah, hero or villain. All right, she's a great actress. Number 3, who you got, some Mariah?
That's all that is.
Number 3. Don't care what y'all say. I got Daniel Kaluuya. I feel good about that.
Okay, so what does he play in?
That's decent. That's decent.
He was in Black Panther too, and he was in the other movie where he was. I can't remember the name of it, but I know he was a bad guy in that movie. But I feel like he's so talented.
He was in the Black Messiah.
Oh, so the main dude from Get Out. Okay, I know his name. Yeah, he's good. He's good.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I feel good about that. Don't care what y'all say.
Listen, I couldn't finish Judas and the Black Messiah because I don't want my blood pressure going up, but I stopped it. He did a great job, though, but I stopped. I said, nah. As soon as I was like, I think it's about to make a turn right here. Pause. Nope, I'm not watching it. Like, nope, I'm not.
Yeah, I like him. I like him a lot.
Like that. Okay, that's a great. See, Mariah, you look at you giving us the real names of people. I didn't know his real name. Ronald, who you got for number 3?
I know how you feel about ties, but I ain't been on the show in like 3 years, so I got to come with a tie off top. But it's a good tie because they was in the movie, the only movie where they actually played the hero and the villain, and that's John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. They both killed it in Face Off, and it's just one of my favorite movies of all time. They both killed each other's roles in the same movie, so
Listen, that's a great. But listen, I love Face Off. My sisters used to get mad at me for watching like those type of action movies, saying it was like corny because I'm obsessed with those movies. But like Face Off, Con Air, any of those movies, I'm going to rewatch them over and over again. Yes, that's 100%. A good one. Naima said you had to finish Judas and the Black Messiah. Naima, I don't want to see it because I want my blood pressure going up. And she said that's a good answer, Sister Mariah. Yes, I don't like it, but I'm like that with all movies. Like I watch Gladiator, The Patriot, any movie where it's like towards the end where the good guys about to lose. I'm like, nope, let's pause. I don't want to see the end of it. I'm not like
I never seen Gladiator. Way to ruin it for me. The good guy loses. All right, got it. See that?
Well, the fact that you haven't seen Gladiator in the 2024 round, that really says a lot.
I ain't gonna lie, Josh. I ain't never seen Gladiator either, so
I missed that. Josh, you know how it go, bro. I missed that FOI class when we was bonding. You know what I'm saying? White men run around in tights. That ain't my thing normally. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get to watch that.
You ain't seen a more relatable movie to compare and contrast than Gladiator, man. What? Peace, family. Welcome back. All I'm gonna say is on that. Thank you, Mimi, for tapping in. Mimi, showing love. Ron, I'm just gonna say this. It's 2024, but this is the main premise of Gladiator. There's a powerful leader who has to pass down who's next in line. It gets usurped from him. He gets killed. I'm not gonna give away the story, but the one who he wanted to pass it down to
does not give it away. Josh is like 30 years old at this point.
Yeah, I'm just saying does not get it, and it's a whole fight for who the king really wanted to pass the thing down. I'm not comparing contrast. I'm just saying, boom. All right, let's go.
You just described Lion King.
It's very killing and murder. Yeah.
I've seen it. I feel good about it now. I've seen it.
You said I just described Lion King. I just described Black Panther as well. Yahweh, who you have for number 3?
What, number 3? Number 3, I have Leonardo DiCaprio. The only reason is because I only seen him play a bad guy one time, really. Like most of his roles are like either like he's a good guy or he's between a bad guy and a good guy. But when he played Master Candy, yeah.
Come on. You already know it's on my list. One of my favorite actors of all time. All right, my number 3. I got a woman way over town that's good to me. Jamie Foxx. What we saying? Y'all, this man.
I thought about Jamie Foxx, but I don't remember him playing a bad guy outside of Baby Driver. That's the only movie I can think of. I'm
saying, Jamie, y'all just talk about range from Dundee, Muhammad Ali movie to Baby Driver to that, but
to his character in Booty Call. I remember that.
Remember that one too, Booty Call. What's the girl? Wanda.
So we gonna act like he wasn't Willie Beeman?
Willie Beeman?
But Willie Beeman, was he necessarily a bad guy though? Let's say.
Yeah, he was pretty bad. He's supposed to be like a narcissist. He's supposed to be like T.O.
He was like, man. He was kind of like, man, look, he was Cam Newton. That's who he was. He was Cam Newton.
Cam Newton? All right. Sister Mariah, who do you have number 2?
My number 2, I'm going to go with, because I keep going back and forth. First of all, my honorable mention is Denzel Washington. But my real number 2 is going to be, that's how I feel on my list.
Damn. Wait, that's Mariah Reeve on the list, my God.
I'm just saying.
My number 2 is going to be Liam Neeson.
Hey, guy, we was about to see it right now.
My number 2 is Liam Neeson. I feel good about that.
You got Liam Neeson and you ain't got Denzel. You can't get wrong. You said it was your list.
You can't get wrong with Liam Neeson.
I mean, one time that I saw Denzel as like a real like villain. It wasn't my favorite.
You ain't never seen him in Fences? That nigga was the most evil dad of all time.
I did think about Fences, and my brother made a strong argument for Denzel being on the list for Fences and for other stuff. But I don't know. I felt better about Liam Neeson.
Yeah. I think it's hard
he told me that he'll have them a shoe program that made me feel a certain type of way.
I don't see Denzel Washington as a bad guy at all. Like every time I see him as a good guy. Like he's always gonna be.
When I see him play, he was in Training Day as a bad guy, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, me neither.
So maybe he would have made the list had he not been in Training Day.
But y'all like Liam Neeson and Gladiator. I'm not gonna let y'all live.
That's believable.
When I think Liam Neeson, I think
playing bad. I'm like, now come on, brother Malcolm. Now you know you out here tripping. Like, what you doing? Like you tripping, but I was like, what you doing? Yahweh, who you got for number 2?
When I think Liam Neeson, I think that movie Taken. Like I love all of those, and I just feel like he's the face of them. I like him.
Yeah, you can't get wrong. Yahweh, who you got for number 2?
It's crazy. It's crazy how Liam Neeson was able to do the same movie for 3 movies.
I stopped after the first one. I
thought
Yahweh,
you should skip Ronald.
Oh no, Ronald, who you got for number 2?
Mine was Leo. I mean, just an amazing actor altogether. His role in Django was definitely just over the top. Like I believed it. I really thought that he was that guy.
Yeah.
And then one of my favorite movies of all time is Wolf of Wall Street. I don't know if he was a bad or good guy in that movie. It just was a good ass. Like, you know, yeah, he was just that guy. So yeah, Leo for sure.
Leo number 2. Y'all being a little disrespectful to Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm not gonna lie about, but we're gonna keep sliding. Yahweh, who you got for number 2?
Sam Jackson.
Hey, that's my number 2 as well.
Sam Jackson. I mean, he can play just about anything. He can play a good guy, bad guy, a funny guy, comedic relief. He can play a crackhead, like whatever you need him to play at any given time. He'll play.
Yes, I just want to say
he's just never been the bad guy to me.
What
Even when he's supposed to be the bad guy, he ain't the bad guy to me. I love him too much.
You love him in Django?
Yeah. Listen. Like the fact that he played that so well, like I couldn't even be like, you know what?
Yeah,
I know this is acting because ain't no way he did it so goddamn well. Like, you know.
Yeah, he's a likable guy. I'm not gonna lie. He's a very likable guy.
Listen, okay. So what do y'all got? So since me and Yahweh had the same number 2, Samuel Jackson is my favorite actor of all time as well. But I'm just gonna go honorable mention. Nobody said Lawrence Fishburne. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that y'all just leave Morpheus out, he can play Ike Turner and Morpheus. Like that's range. You know what I'm just saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he can play all the way bad and all the way good.
He played on Cornbread Earl and Me.
Oh. Yeah.
Nobody remember that one.
Yes, thank you. Cornbread Earl and Me. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. I remember. I know what you call it on the book. I mean, on the cover.
Jamal Wilkes.
James Earl Jones, but I didn't remember. I didn't remember Samuel Jackson in that mug.
Now you gotta watch it. Ronald, it's on YouTube. You can watch the whole thing on YouTube. By the way, it's over at the Cornbread Earl and Me. It's over there. All right, number 1. Who you have, Mariah?
So let me say this. I don't care who y'all number 1 is. It's not gonna be better than my number 1, hands down. I'm probably gonna tear his first name up because I feel like everybody know his face, but not his name. But is it Giancarlo Esposito?
Oh, he's a great one. That's a great one.
Yes, I feel like he can do. There's nobody that he can't play. Like just hero, villain. I just feel like he's that guy. Nobody on. We can go to the next list because y'all list not gonna be that.
That's the man.
I just knew you was gonna give us a movie reference.
The black dude from Breaking Bad. Y'all know. I mean,
he's in Breaking Bad. He's in Breaking Bad. He played the guy that owned.
Big Brother.
I don't even know if he owned.
Big Brother Almighty from School Days.
I'm about to say the dude who got his shoe stepped on and fucking
Yeah, sparkly. I mean
yes, right.
Do the right thing. That's still
do the right thing.
Do the right thing, right.
Yes, he can do anything.
Ronald, the fact that y'all go back to the 80s when Breaking Bad is right here. Like I'm saying, like
Breaking Bad is like 2008. So it's like
I'm just saying.
To some kid, 2008 is the 80s.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad came on the same channel as Gladiator. I didn't see that either.
See, you know what I'm saying?
That was a good show.
I didn't have that channel growing up.
Yes, but I'm just telling you, that's a good one, Sister Mariah. And Mimi said that's a good number 1. Like I said, Lawrence Fishburne is definitely on the list. Brother Adio Nasur, thank you for watching. Okay, Ronald, who do you have for number 1?
I mean, typical barbershop nigga answer. My man Denzel. What we talking about? Like, saying if he ain't the greatest actor of all time, I mean, you know, Training Day was enough. But it's not so much Training Day. It was the hero that he was in like my sleeper like favorite movie. I can't think of the name now. When his son was dying, he had to give him his heart.
John Q.
John, it don't get more hero than that. I ain't never seen a better.
Yeah.
I ain't seen a better hero. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Well,
Denzel.
I'm glad you were aware there's a cookout answer, Ronald. Yes. All right, y'all. Who's got number one?
I got the same thing. I got Denzel Washington. I got an honorable mention. Honorable mention is Idris Elba. I struggled on putting him on the list. If he would have played if he would actually become the Black James Bond, then he might end up on the list. But I mean, we talking about Denzel Washington, man. He plays a good guy and bad guy all at the same time in most of his movies, if you really pay attention. Like, what is it? He Got Game. He Got Game. He was the villain and the hero at the same time.
Yeah, y'all love He Got Game. Everybody love He Got Game. I just don't.
He did it on Josh. He did an amazing job in that. He carried. I'm not
talking about Denzel. I'm talking about the movie. I'm not a fan of the movie.
No,
I like Lala. I like Tech U. I like, you know what I'm saying? I like watching, but I was like, the movie, come on, bro. I can't rewatch it. I ain't rewatching it.
Oh, man. Y'all also don't like Training Day.
Huh? What you say, y'all?
I said, y'all also don't like Training Day, man. Alonzo was most gang. Josh. His ending monologue before them dudes blasted.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, I get it. I'm putting prices on all y'all. I get it.
I'm putting cases on all y'all.
Yeah. Can't go wrong. My number
23-hour lockdown.
Yes. Oh.
There we go. Yeah. Shoe program, nigga.
See? Yeah. Now, if I was doing the same thing, y'all be like, "Oh, Josh was doing it, mocking this."
Josh, don't let. Hey, viewership, do not get it twisted. I've heard Josh do so many Denzel Washington monologues.
Because because he does the same one. All you gotta do, if you can get one Denzel monologue, you get them all. That's all I'm saying. I got Leonardo DiCaprio for my number one because nobody can ever make me hate him more in the movie than Django. Like Gangs of New York, all of Martin Scorsese movies. Anytime Leonardo DiCaprio's in from Eden Gilbert's great. I just like he's like a nice person. When I saw Django, I was like, all right now, Leo, you pushing it.
He got that Sam Jackson effect too, man. He just like him.
Yeah, I was like, all right, now don't make me. All right, Leo, don't. All right, you know what I'm saying? You pushing it now. And then when they had Django hanging upside down, like, come on, bro. Like he played that role because I was like, all right, Leonardo. I never hated somebody more in a movie. It took me a minute. I think probably like 3 years for me to watch another movie of his and not see him as that. All right, let's go. I know y'all looking forward to this answer. Top 5 polarizing athletes of all time. Coming in hot, number 5. Let's get straight to it. Yahweh, who do you have at number 5?
Number 5, we got Michael Vick. At number 5, you either hate him or love him at this point. It's all because of them damn dogs. Now I'll always hate them damn dogs and choose Vick over them damn dogs. So,
man,
Michael Vick.
Man, he very polarizing. And like whatever Drake's last album was called, like this one's for all my dogs. So, you know, I understand for sure. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. All right, let's go. Michael Vick is very polarizing. To this day, if ESPN posts him, the comments go straight to attack. They just
they just attack him off rip for no reason.
Yeah, it's a dividing line right there. Michael Vick is a very controversial, polarizing athlete. All right, Sister Mariah, who you have? Let's see the sisters. Line them up.
I don't have all sisters on here. I do have 2 women, but my number 5 is Antonio Brown.
Okay, Mariah. Okay.
Who'd you say, Sister Mariah?
Antonio Brown.
Okay.
Oh, damn. That's actually a good one.
Yeah, of course it is. Shout out to my brother.
Shout out to brother.
That's a good one. He's Antonio Brown. That's
a good one. I think more people hate him than like him. He's one of those guys who. That was a really good one, Sister Mariah.
All right, Ronald.
Matter of fact, it was so good that you probably should have had it higher, Sister Mariah.
Ronald, who you got for number 5?
I feel good about the rest.
I definitely thought about Antonio Brown, but I think it was, like Yahweh said, more hate than love. So I was like, he's just an idiot. I can't really do it. So I try to balance my list out where I didn't want it to be. I wanted some people to be about the sport. So number 1 is Barry Bonds. Because you only hate the man. Number five. Number 5 is Barry Bonds because whatever excuse they're using for steroids or whatever, you really hate the man because he's the home run king now, and you got to retire your beloved Babe Ruth and all that other crap that y'all was talking about. So, Barry Bonds trying to keep it about the sport. Only the first two about the sport. Everybody else is off the sports stuff or off the field or whatever it may be.
Listen, Barry Bonds is the GOAT. That's a good one. Mimi says, Mimi, that's my number 4. I'm coming to that. That's my number 4. I'm coming to that because he's my favorite. Yeah, that's my number 4. All right, my number 5 is Caitlin Clark. I feel like right now,
she's on my
list. Got everybody shook up. I mean, she can't. The woman just walk down the street. We're gonna kill her. We're gonna hate her. Or it's like she the greatest of all time. So if you post, the ESPN knows what they do when they post her on social media. The moment they post her, them comments, well, it's 1946 all again. I'm just telling you, if y'all want to see this, if y'all want to see some racial division comments,
I had her back today. Said she was the first white person to experience racism, and I was like, you know what? I'm done with her. I don't rock with her either.
She's a very polarizing figure.
That's what you think about Angel Reese then. Would you put Angel Reese up there in that case?
If she keep going, she will be, polarizing. But right now, she got so many people love her. If she get more love than hate.
Once she got to the WNBA, she got a little more love versus college. They hated her.
Yeah. She get more love than hate. It could be I know everybody keeps saying the same thing, but it could be Magic and Larry Bird. That's a good comparison. So hopefully it keep going. Number 4, who you got, Yahweh?
Number 4, dang, it was just in my head. Oh, Christian Laettner.
Hey,
Christian Laettner at number 4. I hate Christian Laettner personally because he was a Hawk and he was a trash Hawk at that. He gave us one good season, but then that boy
I never knew he had a good season in the NBA. I didn't know
it was his only. He was an All-Star 1 year and it was with the Hawks. But after that, it's like he's just mediocre, and he was a mediocre college player. If they really want to talk about it, if they want to be real, Bobby Hurley was a better player than Christian Laettner. That was Grant. That was Grant Hill's team, but Christian Laettner.
Don't do that.
Josh, come on now. He was a very mediocre player.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Who was better? Who was better at doing Grant Hill or Christian Laettner?
Christian Laettner.
Grant Hill.
I know Grant Hill drinks fight. Hey, Naima, that's a good one. I didn't even think about Tiger Woods. Naima says Tiger Woods. I didn't think about Tiger Woods. He's very polarizing as well. Y'all, that's a good one. So, Mariah, who do you have at number 4?
Okay, so my number 4 is only a number 4 because I kept my top 3 more current. Muhammad Ali. However, I feel like my honorable mention, only because I have read a lot about it. A swimmer, I don't know what their original name is, but I know their name now is Leah Thomas. And I had seen so much in the news about how people felt about that person being able to join the swim team and compete against women and things like that. So my number 4 is Muhammad Ali, but Leah Thomas as a honorable mention.
Excellent. You got to teach me about the controversy with him or her.
Well, Leah Thomas is.
No, I was saying that was a good one. Muhammad Ali, of course. Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, Leah Thomas is transgender, so the big thing around it was
there you go.
They beat out. Well, I mean, it is polarizing because you have a community that's pro whatever. And then
she trying to swim against dudes, or she trying to swim against girls?
Should be allowed to be on the women's team or beat the other one. You know what I mean? So I felt like it was a good addition to the list.
That is a good addition to the list. And Ronald Yahweh, can we please get some sponsorships over here?
We lost that. We lost that one a long time ago.
Y'all don't want us to get no sponsorships.
I didn't say a thing, brother. I don't even know what you're talking about. I just got to watch Joanna Man.
See what I'm saying? See?
I was gonna make a joke. I thought it was the black lady. I was gonna make a well, can she swim joke? But
oh, dang, way down. All right, number 4. Who do you got, Ronald?
All right, so keeping it sports before the off the field, off the court issues. My man T.O. The most gifted, hated athlete for no reason. We don't like him because he is, I don't know, in shape and works hard and does his job on the field. And, he had a popcorn one time and played with the cheerleaders and celebrate. It's ridiculous. Like, you would think that man did. You would think there's some kind of case. You would think that he was accused of something, that there was some kind of allegation. No, the man just.
Exactly. He never did anything wrong, honestly. He just existed.
Never did nothing wrong. And yeah.
I can't go wrong with T.O. Him and Randy Moss, my number 1 and 2 for the GOAT race. And seeing them in their prime, the T.O. hate, if there was social media, T.O. might have had to turn his comments off and get off social media. Because just the media, without Instagram, just the media alone hated Terrell Owens. I'm talking about if you wore a T.O. jersey, and listen, people was yelling at, T.O. is one of the most hated athletes of all time. But for nothing, I don't understand. Naima says Allen Iverson. That's a good one, Naima. But I think people hated him because he wasn't winning. But all right, whatever. Number 3.
Here you go, Josh. Here you go.
Nobody hated him in the comments. I think Brother Frank put that in the comments. They hated him, whatever.
No, don't put that on Brother Frank.
I think Brother Frank put that in the comments. All right, number 3. Who do you have, Yahweh?
You said your number 3 already, Josh? I was gone. I ain't hear it.
Oh yeah. Oh no. My number 4 was Dennis Rodman.
Okay.
Dennis Rodman's my favorite Chicago. He's my favorite Chicago Bull of all time. Shout out to when he was on the Bad Boy Pistons. He's just if you watch him in the interview, he's nothing like he is on the court. He's not like, that's not his personality. He's super like
favorite Chicago Bull of all time.
Yeah, because he was just so, he's not the greatest. He was just like Dennis Rodman was just like, bro, he's the coolest. Like, he was just like, he was himself, man. And
Michael Jordan is rolling over in his grave.
I'm just saying, Dennis Rodman was like, bro, Dennis Rodman's the coolest, bro. He's himself, and yeah, he made everybody in Chicago vibe with him versus the other way around. So I like that. Number 3, who you have, Yahweh?
Number 3. Who do I have at number 3? Oh, Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
Ray Lewis at number 3. He's either one of those guys that you love or that you hate. And that's on the field and off the field. Like, you got a lot of people who think that he's not necessarily an overrated player. I never heard anybody say that he was an overrated player. I think that he's pretty accurately rated. But just his off the field antics and his,
Ray Lewis, that's a good one. Ray Lewis is my favorite defensive player of all time. He's a murderer. Like, he'll kill you on and off the court. Like,
there you go. See, that brother didn't do nothing. That brother didn't.
I lost the sponsorships.
The crazy part is, I wasn't even thinking about the murdering part. I just don't like that he a coon. He's such a sellout, boy. I tell you.
That's what I was about to say. That's the other part.
He
just turned into something completely opposite of what he was. And,
right.
During the that's what I'm saying. Dennis Rodman stayed on cold for like who he is. And everybody, the rest of my list, everybody stayed the same. Ray Lewis, man, he just split for the camera like in a way I never thought I would see. Like, I'm like, Ray Lewis, what are you doing? Like, you were a killer. Like, why are you out here preaching? Like, I don't like it. All right.
Ray Lewis is your preacher. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, Sister Mariah, who do you have for number 3? Most polarizing athlete of all time.
My number 3 is Sha'Carri Richardson.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I'm saying, because people
polarizing
I'm saying either people treat her like she's Jesse Owens or whoever's supposed to be like the GOAT, or they don't hate her, or they hate Flojo or something, or they hate her guts. So yeah, she's polarizing.
But the biggest thing is why she's something. Like, I say this, she ain't won nothing yet. Like, she truly hasn't won nothing. So it's like, I think that people put so much pressure on her in the sense of like to be a GOAT, but she's still early in her career. So it's like,
I think that she's headed there though.
She for sure. I think that she's for sure. She should win something in this Olympics for sure.
Her and her sister from, I think, Jamaica are like my favorite.
You said what? You said what, wrong?
If she don't cut them goddamn nails, I don't care what she wins.
So you want her to be a part of the establishment. You want her to cut her nails, huh? Naima says she's definitely rooting for her in the Olympics this summer. Naima, I think a lot of the sisters are gonna be rooting for her.
You gonna root for her? She gonna get smoked by Jamaica, but we gonna root for her.
Oh, he's gonna get smoked by Jamaica. I see what you did there, Yahweh. All right, let's go. Ronald, who do you have for number 3?
All right, so I'm making a replacement. This was where Michael Vick fell, but we already mentioned him earlier, and I just want to make sure the sister gets her shine. The beautiful Serena Williams. Like, and I just watched that movie King Richard the other day. I know I'm late. I'm sorry. And I just remembered how much hate and like they just hated her. And they talk about the beads in her hair.
Hate her, but no
reason. Like you just a black woman that's kicking everybody's tail, and they just couldn't stand her. Like that alone, she could be number 1 on this list, but she did nothing wrong. She was just killing everybody. She was nice with the racket. She worked hard. Her family worked hard. And so I had to throw her on my list right now because I was just you know what? Yeah, it was so uncalled for.
She ain't never did nothing wrong. They just hated on her. That was all that was.
Listen, I think Venus Williams is a polarizing athlete because she was hated too.
Yeah,
she don't get the same.
And
they
still hate on her like she wasn't like better than her sister at one time.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, Venus.
Do they hate on her or do they sister hate on her? Her sister came and fucked up all her records.
Venus was getting hated on. The bees. I never knew the bees was such a thing. I didn't know the bees was like bad or whatever. Like I don't know. Like I don't see what everybody's tripping off the bees for, or whatever.
That's because you was brought up in that, brother. You know what I'm saying? We had cousins and sisters with bees, brother. We didn't care, brother.
Yeah, I'm just like, why y'all care about bees?
You didn't know who was tripping about bees.
That's a good one.
I'm like, why y'all tripping? Like, number 3. All right, my number 3, of course, it got to be on the list. Muhammad Ali, polarizing for, many things, but of course, his stance and religion. But I think if you take the religion aspect out of it, he'd still be polarizing because how he was the most outspoken, cocky, and confident athlete. He would be polarizing because of that, too. So, but yeah, but number 1
religion. Sellout.
Huh?
I said, plus he was a sellout.
Thank you, Ron. I don't even know where you're going with that. Where you going with that? I don't even know what kind of take that is. I don't even know where you're trying to go with Muhammad Ali.
You didn't know Muhammad Ali was a sellout?
No, I don't know.
Priesthood, brother. Hold on. Wait. Priesthood. Teacher. We want to know what
Muhammad Ali and Jackie Robinson was both sellouts. Jackie Robinson and Muhammad Ali was both sellouts.
Proceed to teach us, teacher.
What they was doing? Jackie Robinson, Negro League, but he was the first one to cross over because the rest of them wasn't going to cross over. We was good. Check out HBO Soul of the Game if y'all need a reference.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Muhammad
Ali, he knew he was supposed to. Muhammad Ali was supposed to stand down. Nope, he wanted to take the deal. He went back in the box and he was good. So he went and took the deal. And he sold it out. Like, it is what it is. I mean, he did what he did. We love him, but he sold out. Like,
okay. But as you
say it was called.
That don't make you polarizing. If you sell out,
it make you polarizing.
That's why Ray Lewis on the list for being a sellout.
Thank you, Ronald. I'm saying nobody mentioned all you baseball fans. Nobody mentioned Pete Rose. Pete Rose is pretty polarizing as well.
Put that man in the Hall of Fame, man.
Number 2,
you must be talking to Yahweh because you said baseball fans. Who watches baseball?
You just mentioned the Negro League. I thought you was talking baseball.
It's correct.
I mentioned Negroes, not basketball, baseball.
This might be the first time in history that somebody said Negro on the people. I just want to let everybody know that I don't like the word Negro. I'd much rather nigger or nigga, but Negro,
much rather.
How can we get away with saying it on TV if we white people? You know what I'm saying? We gotta say Negro League.
The Negro Leagues, like that just makes that's the most offensive thing somebody can ever say is like the Negro Leagues. I'm like, what is that? All right, whatever. Yahweh, who you got for number 2?
Speaking of the Negro Leagues, number 2, I have what's his name? Damn, it just went blank. Oh, Florida Gators quarterback. Damn, what was his name?
Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow. Speaking of the Negro League.
He's polarizing.
But in all seriousness, Tim Tebow was polarizing because he was a black quarterback stuck in a white quarterback's body. And white folks really didn't like that. He was Taysom Hill before Taysom Hill. Like, he really was like a gadget player. But he stood on his religious beliefs. And them
not
like that at all.
Hey, are we on?
Go ahead, Ron.
Are we on 3 or 2? Are we on 3 or 2?
Two.
Oh, all right.
I say 2, but yeah, I don't see why they hated on him. Like, I mean, he could have been their great white hope if they really wanted that, but white folks weird, man.
Tim Tebow was polarizing, man. He had I never cared about Florida until Tim Tebow, and I was like,
I hate him just because I'm a Georgia. I can't stand.
Yeah, he's
anything that has to do with Gainesville or the state of Florida. I just can't stand it. But
oh my god.
I love Florida. Y'all
go damn dogs, Georgia over everybody.
Okay. Since Mariah, who do you have at number 2? Speaking of Florida, who do you have at number 2?
My number 2, only because I saw how I felt like it was so negative when she was in college, was Angel Reese.
Okay. She's polarizing for sure.
Who'd you say, Sis Mariah?
I feel like more people like her, but I feel like it was really hard in college. People were sending her like death threats and all that stuff. I feel like it wasn't that serious.
She said Angel Reese, Yahweh.
Oh, Angel Reese. Okay, yeah. Angel Reese is a good one.
Ronald, who you got for number 2?
Mr. Hot Topic himself. Mr. As long as we know our history, I know who I am. Mr. Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? Anytime that you can repost a video and we all decide to hate you. Whenever the Jews decide to go to a basketball game and buy all the front row seats.
We hitting all the hot topic buttons today, Josh. Yeah. LMNOP people. Jews.
You gotta get the hard J's, bro.
We can't put this on YouTube
Whenever the other community, members of the society.
This is the problem. We can't talk about the LGBTQ. We can't talk about the Jews, but we can spew out Negro League. See, that's the problem with us right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
I'm standing on business, but I don't know about the Jews. Like, what are we doing right here? Like, that's a hard J.
You wanted me back. This is what you get. I'm back, baby. You wanted me back.
Oh my goodness! I just got an email about the Nike sponsorship. Like, my God,
right? If you wasn't getting sponsored, if you didn't, I gave you 2 years to get sponsorship. It is what it is now. Damn it.
Sponsorship over with.
Sponsorship over with. Yes, Kyrie Irving. I mean, I'm ordering my Dallas Mavericks on Thursday because I'm hoping he beats the Celtics. But yes, can't go wrong, Kyrie. My number 2, Iron Mike Tyson. I don't know how nobody said his name. He's talking about polarizing. This man, he divides everybody. Right now he's
that nigga cooning too though, man.
I'm just saying, people like, is he a good guy, bad guy? You got Tupac, got out of jail, my favorite fighter of all time, but he's still savage, biting people's ears, cussing. And white people love him. It's like it's hard. It's hard. Like nobody's ever seen that like Mike Tyson before. No, like Mike Tyson going to a bar, whether it's in the hood, suburbs, whatever. And people like, what's Mike Tyson? Like people like, come on, he's fascinated. Naima said Ronald, y'all wild. Ronald's back and causing chaos. Exactly. I mean, we don't mention we do not mention the hard J. Like we're not even. It's like meow. I don't even say Goldberg on the show. It's just like I don't even know what's happening. All right, Yahweh, who you got for number 1?
The one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend. Rest up, Juice. O.J. Simpson.
You know that's my number 1. You know that's my number 1.
He gotta be number 1.
He was on number 1 before I said.
Now, if he ain't number 1 on your list, Mariah, we gotta hear this one. Ain't nobody more controversial or polarizing than OJ the Juice Man Simpson.
No, I agree with you. Yeah, I do agree with you.
He's number 1. OJ is number 1, and yeah. All right, so Mariah, who you got number 1?
So I initially did have OJ on my list, but then I was like, well, let me just take it off and put somebody I see now. And so I put Caitlin Clark as my number 1, only because I can't look at my phone or anything without seeing her getting pushed down by somebody or her looking like she's about to cry.
I'm telling you, it's like I've never seen it in women's sports, and I'm somebody who used to watch WNBA. As soon as the NBA playoffs would start, I'll start watching WNBA right after that, and it's like I've never seen nothing as big as her.
But I feel like she was so loved. It seemed like in college, but I think when it came to like her going to the next level, it's almost like people didn't realize that you can praise her for what she can do, but you don't have to disregard the people who were already there.
Absolutely.
Tell you what it was. We gonna keep that where it's at. We gonna keep that where it's at.
Absolutely. Sister Courtney Lachey, welcome salam, y'all. People showing love. Thank you, Sister Courtney Lachey. Excellent point, Sister Mariah. All right, Ronald, who you got for number one?
I mean, I agree with Yahweh. I just don't feel like he gave it enough justice. You know what I'm saying? We talking about an American hero.
That's what I'm saying. He's the greatest Black American to ever live.
we talking about college star, NFL star, Hertz commercial darling, murderer, innocent murderer. I'm hanging out in Florida with a bunch of young white girls taking pictures with a bit like, I made a book called "If I Killed Her, This Is How I Did It."
And then on the weekends, I host a show with Mason Cameron.
Man, listen. Jay-Z did a song about me. I mean, what would come on, man? Like this dude is right. He's an icon. Like, I mean, I don't even know the fact that they didn't even talk about him dying. There's no, they didn't want him to have too much spotlight. His death was really quick, and everybody should have been at the funeral. We've seen everybody else at everybody else's funeral. I need to see Stevie go see the casket, and they announce it on CNN when they do all the other big funerals, because OJ is a hero. Just listen, man.
Well, her sisters didn't waste no time doing interviews and stuff. Now
is the greatest American Black man ever born.
And let's not forget potential father of one of the most popular Kardashians. I mean, the man is everything. The man is everything.
He gave us the Kardashians. He gave us so much.
OJ Simpson's number one because it happened when I wasn't even like in high school or something, and they talked about it all through my high school. It's 2024. People still talking about OJ Simpson. All the movies, he's polar. Like and nobody can explain why Black people are fascinated, why white people are. It's just, OJ Simpson is the juice.
Bro. I can explain exactly why that brother was fascinated. Exactly why. That was people's case.
I just never seen that thing. And I told my sister all the time, I said, OJ Simpson never pandered to Black people, and Black people are his number one defenders. He never pandered. He never was like, yo, I'm with the hood, I'm with my people, I'm wearing dashikis. He's like, I'm OJ Simpson over here.
I mean, he was the roots. He was the roots. He was the first slave caught on roots.
Yes.
Shout out to him. Come on, man.
Anybody that can make Cuba Gooding Jr. relevant again is the man. And the only reason we cared about Cuba.
That's true. Why does Cuba Gooding Jr. get so much hate? Like, I don't understand. He's polarizing.
Hey, Josh, come on now. Cuba Gooding's a weirdo, man. Come on now. You got
He's polarizing.
That's a crazy. Nah. That nigga's sick. That's what that is.
If it wasn't for the OJ documentary, we'd be saying, ain't that the brother from the dude from Wild and Crazy Kids and Baby Boy? Okay, nobody care about Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh, not the Oscar winner. You wouldn't refer to him as an Oscar winner. You wouldn't refer to him as the man who played the main character on Men of Honor, my favorite movie of all time.
Ain't that the brother from Slow Dog?
Listen, y'all bring a boat trip or something. I'm just saying, I like Men of Honor. I like Men of Honor. It's my favorite movie.
That's the weirdo from Norbit.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, I'm pretty sure he was at the Diddy party. That's all I'm saying.
I say he's polarizing.
Diddy party. He was on the flyer.
Listen, see what I'm saying? Oh my goodness! Wow. Apparently, y'all like Jerry Maguire. Apparently, y'all like Jerry Maguire, and y'all like Men of Honor. Like, look, man,
Boys in the Hood. He's a weirdo, man. Like, it is what it is.
Y'all like Boys in the Hood? Y'all gonna give him credit for Boys in the Hood? Like, dang.
Hey, look. He's the epitome of you can take the hood nigga out of the hood, but you can also take the hood out the nigga at the same time.
All right.
First of all, he from Apple Valley, California. He ain't got no hood in him. And he was the one unbelievable part in Boys in the Hood. We all knew that wasn't a hood dude.
He played Trey perfect. Y'all think he played Trey good?
No, because he wasn't hood. No.
He was like, let me out. Hey, Doe.
Let me out. I mean, that's his greatest line of all time. Don't let me out.
The moment he started crying and swinging at the air, we knew he was.
That's when he lost people. That's when he lost most Black men.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's go. Top 5 artists. Thank you everybody who's watching, and shout out to our YouTube family as well. Top 5 artists who other artists are afraid to diss. Number 5, let's get straight into it. Ronald, who do you have?
I don't know if they're afraid to diss him because ain't nobody gonna admit it, but I'm gonna say they're afraid to diss him because, as far as I know, he's the only one that's caught a body on record, and that's Gucci. You know what I'm saying? You send him at me again, I'm sending him right back to you in a box. That's what he said. So I would leave that man alone. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just about music with him. Apparently, it's actually going into the streets, and that's just a little bit too much. I just want to be a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? So y'all better leave Gucci alone.
Gucci Mane's definitely on my list for sure. All right, Yahweh, who you got number 5?
50 Cent. And that's because he ain't gonna out rap you now. He just gonna bother the hell out of you on social media and continue to joke on you and continue to bully you and probably punch you in your chest in person or something crazy like that. But
I ain't even think about 50 Cent. That's a good one too.
Oh, he's definitely on my list.
Y'all coming out. Okay, everybody coming out swinging. To Mariah. Let's hear it. MC Light, who you got? Number 5.
Moni Love.
Roxanne Shante.
Mariah, who you got?
I don't think that people are afraid of him, but I've just never heard anybody diss him, and that's Ice Cube. So I feel like there are some people that you just be like, I can't say nothing about them. And
that's good. I mean, after No Vaseline, I mean, he you know, I'm sure people probably were afraid to get this by him.
Common Sense has a very famous line that goes, "Bitch nigga with an attitude named." I'm just he called him out. I'm just saying, just reference point that he did get this.
But that's a good point, though, Mariah. And then, of course, Common did push the line. And I even said, y'all leave Mariah alone. Exactly. All right. My number 5, Nasir Jones. A lot of people didn't want smoke or do want smoke with Nas. I'm going with Nas. I just think like people leave him alone. All right. Number 4. Who you got, Ronald?
I hate to even have him on my list because I don't like giving him no credit. But your favorite, Mr. Eminem. And I don't think anybody's scared of him rapping. I just know that he got the conglomerate behind him. He got a bunch of Dr. Dre's and 50 Cents, and he got, you know, the Jimmy Iovine's and all that. So you just leave the boy alone. It's not a good career move for you to diss Eminem. But you know, yeah. So he's on the list.
That's a good point. Naima says Josh saying Nas is shocking. Naima, please, you know, let it go. Escobar season has returned. Yahweh, who you got for number 4? That's a good one, round.
I'm going left field with it. Taylor Swift. Ain't nobody gonna say her goddamn name. Otherwise, you out of here. I said, otherwise, you out of the Swifties on your head. You have no career. You have no more money.
Yeah, that's a good one. You can't get wrong with
nobody wants to drop on the same day as her. It's like it's crazy. Like they real life was scared of her for some odd reason.
Yeah, I mean, she put up the numbers. Sis Mariah, who you got for number 4?
Okay, my number 4 is not because anybody is afraid, but because she is so beloved, and that's Queen Latifah. I stand by it.
Okay.
Nobody will ever
say that's a good one, man. I mean, I'm sure even back in her day, like people seem to be like love Queen Latifah. All right, my number 4 is Gucci Mane. Like,
nah, Josh, you can't let her live with Queen Latifah, bro. Come on. You can't let Queen
Latifah. First of all,
what? Ain't gonna let that. Josh, you know you gotta
Nah, bro, I feel her. Once I seen her punch Vinny and who you calling a bitch video, niggas didn't want that smoke. They knew what time it was. Didn't nobody want that smoke.
That's what I'm saying. Queen Latifah, I mean, she's set it off. You know what I'm saying? She got the image, and we know she's really strapped. I mean, she's good. So,
come on, bro. We talking about Georgia Bird, bro. We talking about that. We talking about last holiday, bro.
Last holiday, Queen Latifah. All right, my number 4 is Gucci Mane. I think he's the most intimidating person. Like he's just like in and out the booth. People scared of Gucci Mane. Bottom line. Period. It just is what it is. Old Gucci, new Gucci. It doesn't matter. Whichever one they think it is. Naima says she loves Queen Latifah. Yahweh watches Queen Latifah movies with me all the time. Yes, Naima, we know how you
I do. I'm forced to watch damn Last Holiday in July. Yes. Ain't Christmas time. Watching damn LL Cool J make a fool of himself.
I think that everybody should YouTube Family Guy Queen Latifah. That's all. That's all I'm just gonna say. Like Family Guy does a good job of imitating Queen Latifah.
We can't talk about the Jews. We can't talk about nobody else. We can talk about Queen Latifah.
I'm just saying, well, Queen Latifah, I ain't scared of her. I don't need her sponsorship. Number three.
See, make a diss song, Josh. Make a diss song about Queen
Latifah. Right back with the same reasons I said Eminem. It's more so the conglomerate and the power behind it, and that's Jigga Man, Jay-Z. It's not a smart move. It's too many Rock Nations. There's too many features getting messed up. You know, I don't know if he repaired his relationship with Chris Brown, but Chris Brown probably be a bigger star if it wasn't for his beef with or issues or tension with Jay-Z. So, you know, I just think you've got to leave that man alone because whatever he got going on, he got the Super Bowl connect now. If you want to do a halftime show, you see what I'm saying? Like, he got all the plugs. You don't want to mess with the plug.
It's true.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. And he won't let his ignoring of the game made the game go crazy. So for sure. Yahweh, who you got for number three?
There will be no game slander on this show, Josh.
It's not slander. I'm just saying the game went off because he wanted Jay-Z's attention. And he won't give it to him, so he just going crazy.
Nah, man. Well, number three, I have Pusha T. And I just had Pusha T for the simple reason that he just out raps. He just out raps anybody in that arena. Like when it comes to like diss songs and personals and all that type of stuff. I'm a huge Pusha T fan.
You talking my language, y'all. We talking my language.
Not a Clips fan. Don't get it confused. Like I'm Pusha fan of Max.
Nah, you never hear Clips on my. You never hear Clips playing anything of mine, but Pusha T for sure. Naima says you would get silenced if you mentioned Jay-Z or Beyonce. This is a fact. This is Mariah. Who you got number three?
My number three is Lil Wayne.
Hey, okay, Mariah, okay. You can't go wrong with Lil Wayne. Okay, that's good, Mariah. Mariah be doing some homework. Okay.
I'll make a good song about Lil Wayne tomorrow. Nobody hear it, but I'll make a good song.
Gilly the Kid did it too, and no one heard his either. But I mean, there's records.
I'm about to say, Robert, nobody knows Gilly the Kid's whack diss song. My number three, speaking of Lil Wayne, is Pusha T. Pusha T was one of the people who successfully made a good diss song and still lived. Diss Drake still like Pusha T stays in his own lane, and people just don't go back at him. I don't know what it is, because he just seems super nice. It ain't like he's like Gucci Man energy, but it's just like something where Pusha T just like, I'll get you in the studio.
He's a great rapper. That's all. Yeah, he's a great rapper.
Can't go wrong. Number two, who you got,
Ronald? Yahweh said it earlier. It was a little low, I thought. 50 Cent. In today's age of social media, like he don't let up. Like,
yeah.
What's the girl's name that still owe him money? Not Christina Milian, but one of them old shit. Like he ain't letting up. Like he just like let it go. She ain't popular no more. She ain't got no music out. She ain't doing nothing. Like let her live. Like he on Diddy's head. Like he's the greatest troll of all time. So and today with social media, leave that man alone.
I agree. Yeah. I can't even put 50 Cent on my list. Like I just ain't think about it like that. But yeah, 50 Cent's definitely on there. Yahweh, who you got for number two?
My number two is Real Left Field. See, I was going to put Gucci Mane on this list for obvious reasons, but I decided to keep Brother Gucci off of the list. And I replaced him with the West Coast Gucci Mane. I never knew he was the West Coast Gucci Mane, but MC Hammer. I watched a video about MC Hammer, and anybody that said his name ended up with their ass whooped in Oakland. They ended on the actual bullet. Like, I'm like, how? Then I found out that his uncle is like one of the biggest drug dealers in Oakland history. I was like, makes sense. Brother got family ties. It make all the sense. Okay. And I mean, he makes them apologize and say, yes, sir. Like, that's another thing I learned. Is when you apologize to him, you refer to him as sir. He made Ice Cube and Redman refer to him as sir.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Damn. I like the MC Hammer that I got behind me on the wall is just dancing MC Hammer. I ain't know about
I used to make jokes about him on Top 5. I'm not making no more jokes about no goddamn MC Hammer. We got that.
Also, it's the most random thing in the world where it's an FOI who it lives in Oakland, and I text. I need you to say his name so he can apply pressure. I messaged him. He be all celebrities. I said, bro, can I get the MC Hammer? Can I? He's like, oh, I got you. I really want to interview MC Hammer. Like, I think like he's one of my most. He's a polarizing.
Hey, brother with the MC Hammer. Like, look, brother with the MC Hammer hookup. Make it happen.
Make it happen. I want to interview MC Hammer. Like, I really do. All right. Sis Mariah, who you got for number 2?
My number 2 is Snoop Dogg. I haven't heard anybody except him, but y'all probably listen to more than I do, but I haven't heard.
You said who? You said who? Snoop?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, you can't go wrong with Snoop. I mean,
I feel good
reference.
about it.
It's a few of them out there.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Snoop. All right, my number 2.
Wait, time out. Why Snoop? Why Snoop? I want to hear.
I haven't heard anybody say anything about him, and my brother agreed that he.
Yeah. Number 2, Snoop. I mean, Snoop. He's a part of the machine. He's a part of the same conglomerate in the machine that Ron was talking about too. So for sure, you know, people don't want to. All right, my number 2 is Lil Wayne for like lyrical reasons, but also for just the runs that he had, the mixtape Lil Wayne and all that. Like at one point, come on, bro, stop playing with Lil Wayne. All right, number 1, who you got, Ron?
Before I say my number 1, I just want to make a correction. Josh said that Snoop Dogg was part of the same conglomerate as the mother guy. Snoop Dogg represents Skechers. It's not the same. It's not. He's powerful, but it ain't the same.
He was just crip walking at the Super Bowl. He was just crip walking at the Super Bowl.
But he had to go through Jay-Z. I'm saying it's not the same. It's just not the same. I'm not saying he's not powerful. I'm just saying it's not the same. You know.
Yeah.
But my number 1, it was real. My bad, Sister Mariah. What'd you say?
No, I didn't mean to interrupt you. He said Skechers brought more to the table. So that's
exactly.
I'm not rolling. But my number 1 is very simple. It's Kendrick Lamar. And some might say this is just recency bias, but he the only one I know that somebody came out and apologized for dissing him. Like, I made a song, and I immediately, a couple of days later, went on my festival, Dreamville, and said, I'm sorry. You know what? I was tripping, and if you smack me back, I'm not going to smack back. Now, listen, I like J. Cole, and I'm, whatever. But at the end of the day, the fact is the fact. So if there's somebody who people don't want to diss, he gave proof to it right there. It ain't like J. Cole ain't a monster. We all know he can do what he do, so it's got to be Kendrick.
Okay, you going with Kendrick? And I just want to say, I'm just saying, if y'all, on my Facebook memories, Ronald is on there defending Kendrick Lamar in my comments from like 2012. So he's been a J. Cole. I mean,
and cartoons and cereal, baby. Section 80, overly dedicated. We talking about it. Let's go.
Yahweh, who you got for number 1?
My number 1 is the real Boogeyman. You cannot spell Boogeyman without the letter B. And when you see that letter B, you better know who I'm talking about. You're talking about Big Bad Beyonce. Say a word about that woman.
Yeah.
Say a word about that woman. And you won't have a career. You might not have a family by the end of the night. Messing around with her for some odd reason.
That's a
People
good one.
like, hey, look, I'm convinced she a witch, bro. I'm convinced. It's something, man, because she got a hold over these people. And it's crazy.
Yes, because if you question her country singing ability, they might
they
might say you're not black. They might say you're not black. If you question her country music, you're not even black. I'm like, damn. All right, so Mariah, who you got for number 1?
My number 1, for all the reasons that Ronald said earlier, was Eminem.
Sister Mariah, it sounds like you just like talking through a fishbowl. I cannot hear anything you saying.
I don't know what Mariah changed her camera. You had the close camera and you had the sound and you switched it. I don't know why you.
I'm struggling.
Okay, Eminem. You can't go wrong with Eminem.
Oh, Eminem. Okay, got you.
All right, let's go. That's a good one. All right, now I don't even put Eminem on this list because whatever. He's somewhere where he is floating in the air working on his latest The Death of Slim Shady. My number 1, it is a recency bias. I'm going with Kendrick Lamar because he showed me after the Control verse, but the people was trying to come and it was like, whatever. But then recently I was like, Drake is my number 4 rapper of all time. And the fact that Drake kind of like bowed out in the way he did it with the BBL, and I was like, Kendrick he put fear in everybody. People backed away from Drake because Kendrick.
Yeah. I mean, Drake is up out of here now. I don't know how
I'm like,
I don't know how he's going to really recover
nobody stood by his side. I'm like, oh, y'all scared of Kendrick Lamar like that? I was like, oh yeah, this is what we need.
I seen a video of Drake. What was it? He was DJing at David Buster's at like a teenage birthday party or some shit like that. They got Drake out here sad now, man. Like it's rough.
When I saw how people did not defend Drake, I said, oh, y'all scared of Kendrick Lamar? Y'all scared? If anybody else was against Drake, they would have attacked him on behalf of Drake, bro.
Don't get it twisted. Sexy Red got his back. It's all good.
That's the only one. Sexy Red ain't scared of no Kendrick Lamar. Like,
they ain't scared of Kendrick Lamar. Listen, on that positive note, thank you everybody who's watching on Facebook. Can't wait to upload this to YouTube. Shout out to brother Musa, who always puts his listen in the comments, and everybody else who does as well. So Mariah, can you please say goodbye to everybody?
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for bringing me back.
Thank you, Samara, for coming back. All right, Ronald, say goodbye to everybody, bro.
Man, I just want to thank y'all for having me back. I've been out here neglecting my son's AAU game. Hopefully they won, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, the people was more important. So, you know what I'm saying? While he in that sports complex doing his thing, I'm talking to y'all, man. Y'all be safe.
Thank you, Shakur. We're rooting for you. Number one, man. Hope you keep killing them out there. Yahweh, say goodbye to everybody. Marvin's not here to give a word, so whatever, bro.
Man, I'm not even gonna give y'all. Hey, look, the Elemental P community, all y'all, it was jokes. We would not. We was just joking. Say, don't take
I was not joking. I was not joking when I referenced the bloodsuckers of the poor, brother. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I said the Elemental P community, not them.
Oh, all right. Also, if the Mavericks win the championship, I'm gonna get some Kyrie moccasins just out of support. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna get some just out of support. Like I'm gonna buy some of those shoes for it. I want to thank everybody for watching.
That's gonna be his hoop shoes for his sophomore year. He about to get the Kyrie avatars or whatever they call it. I don't know what whatever. I teach them.
But thank everybody for watching. This is Joshua Leonard Muhammad signing off for the People's Podcast. Top 5 is back, y'all. Boom. Got to upload this to YouTube.